on the highway, lights flash in your mirror, your heart drops. You pull over. But here's the question nobody talks about. What if the car next to you didn't? What if that car, that perfectly legal street-registered automobile sitting right beside you at the stoplight, could be going 200 miles an hour before a single cop car even had a chance to react? These aren't movie cars. They're not stolen. They're not modified. And they walk away from American police every single time. Stay right here, because the next 12 minutes are going to change how you look at every car you see on the road. Before we go any further, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button right now. We cover the stories about cars, speed, and American roads that nobody else is willing to touch. You do not want to miss what's coming. Hit subscribe. I'll wait. Here's something that should make every American sit up straight. The fastest police car in the United States, the Ford Police Interceptor Utility, tops out at about 148 miles per hour. The Dodge Charger Pursuit, around 150. That's it. That's the ceiling. Now here's where it gets real. Right now you can walk into a dealership, swipe a card, and drive away in a completely street-legal car that hits 200, 250, even 270 miles per hour. The police? They don't stand a chance in a straight line. But here's the question I want you to think about. If you found out the car in your neighbor's driveway could outrun any cop in America, would that make you feel safer or less safe? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every single one. Now let's count them down. 10 cars, each one street legal, each one a nightmare for law enforcement, starting at number 10. Number 10. And this one is personal. The Dodge Neon STR4. This car was built in the early 2000s. It looks like something a college kid drives to a community college parking lot. Unassuming, boring even. But under that hood, 153 miles per hour top speed. In a car that looks like it belongs in a Walmart parking lot. Officers pull it over expecting nothing. They get everything. This is what car people call a sleeper, and America's roads are full of them. Have you ever been fooled by a car that looked slow but wasn't? Tell me in the comments. I want to hear your story. Number 9. This one hits different because it looks like your dad's car. The Mazdaspeed 6 is a family sedan. 4 doors, practical, respectable. Top speed, governed at 149 miles per hour, which already matches most police cars on the road today. Push it past the limiter, and you've got a real problem for any officer running pursuit. It blends practicality with performance in a way that makes it nearly invisible. Nobody looks twice at a Mazda sedan, and that's exactly the point. This is why law enforcement officials across the country are genuinely worried. It's not the supercars that scare them most. It's the cars that look like nothing. By the way, if a friend sent you this video, they clearly trust your taste. Subscribe so you can be the one sending these videos to your friends. Tap that button. Let's keep going. Number 8. And this one makes law enforcement lose sleep at night. The Kia EV6 GT, fully electric, family-sized, and confirmed by actual police testing to accelerate faster and reach a higher top speed than any standard patrol car currently on American roads. 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. Let me put that in perspective. A Dodge Charger Pursuit, the car built specifically to chase criminals, takes nearly 6 seconds to hit 60. The EV6 GT is almost twice as fast off the line. One law enforcement researcher put it plainly. When someone behind the wheel of one of those super-fast EVs chooses to flee, officers driving a gas-powered pursuit vehicle may be outmatched. Should manufacturers be required to put speed limiters on consumer cars that outperform police vehicles? This is a real debate happening in Washington right now. What do you think? Number 7, a pickup truck. Let that sink in. The Rivian R1T looks like something you'd take camping. It's got a truck bed. It's big. It looks like a working vehicle. It hits 60 miles per hour in 2.5 seconds. Faster than a Porsche, faster than a Ferrari, and it looks like it should be hauling lumber. This is the vehicle that represents the new reality on American roads. The electric revolution isn't just changing how we drive. It's completely flipping the power dynamic between everyday citizens and the men and women who protect our highways. And here's the emotional truth nobody says out loud. The officers trying to protect you, the men and women who kiss their families goodbye every morning, they're being asked to chase vehicles and cars that simply cannot keep up. That's not a car problem. That's a safety problem for everyone. Number 6. The car that first made police departments across America realized they had a serious, serious problem. The Tesla Model S Plaid, 3 electric motors, 1,020 horsepower, 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, top speed 200 miles per hour. That is not a typo. In 2021, departments started reporting something alarming in internal memos. Teslas were initiating pursuit situations that officers simply couldn't sustain. Not because of driver skill, not because of road conditions, because of raw, unavoidable physics. Do you own a Tesla or a high-performance EV? Have you ever thought about what that car is capable of compared to what's chasing you? I want to know. And here's what gets me. Elon Musk built this car to compete with Ferrari. He had no idea it would also compete with America's entire fleet of law enforcement vehicles. Or did he? Halfway through the list and it's only getting more intense. If you're not subscribed yet, this is your sign. Hit subscribe. Ring the bell. This channel is where real conversations about America and its roads happen. Don't miss a single one. Number 5. And this is where the numbers start to feel fictional. The Rimac Nevera R, built in Croatia. Street legal in the United States. And in July of 2025, just last year, it set 24 separate performance records in a single day. Top speed, 268 miles per hour, 0 to 60, under 2 seconds. This car doesn't just outrun American police. It doesn't even see them. By the time a patrol car gets out of first gear, the Nevera R is already 2 miles away. And it makes almost no sound. Think about that. A car traveling at nearly 270 miles per hour. And it's almost silent. When you imagine a car going 268 miles per hour, what does that feel like to you? Can you even picture it? Because statistically, no human being should be able to survive a crash at that speed. What does it say about us that we build these things? Number 4. Bugatti. This name doesn't need an introduction in the car world, but the Bolide, this is different. 1,824 horsepower, quad-turbo W16 engine, theoretical top speed of over 310 miles per hour, and technically street legal. Here's the number that destroys me. The fastest police car in America goes 150 miles per hour. The Bugatti Bolide goes over 310. That's not an advantage. That's a different dimension of speed. When wealthy Americans drive this car on public roads, law enforcement doesn't pursue it. They can't. There is no pursuit. There is only watching it disappear. Now let me ask you something that I think about a lot. Is it fair that wealth can literally buy you freedom from the law on American roads? Is this a car problem, or is it an equality problem? Talk to me in the comments. Number 3, and this one is built right here in America, in Texas, the Hennessy Venom F5, 1,817 horsepower, twin-turbo V8, they call the engine the Fury, 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds, top speed, 272 miles per hour. John Hennessy built this car to break world speed records. He is an American. This is an American company. This is an American achievement. And it is also, and without question, one of the cars most impossible for American police to engage in any kind of pursuit. There's something deeply ironic about that. The same American spirit that made law enforcement legendary around the world, the chase, the capture, the pursuit of justice, is the same spirit that built a car that makes that chase impossible. Does it make you proud or uncomfortable that American engineering built a car that outpaces American law enforcement? There's no wrong answer. I genuinely want to know what you feel. We are almost at number 1, and I promise you, the last 2 cars on this list are going to stop you cold. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it right now. This community is growing every single day because we tell the truth about the stories that matter. Subscribe. You belong here. Number 2. And this is the car that might be the fastest production car ever built by human hands. The Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute, 1,600 horsepower on E85 fuel, a theoretical top speed of over 310 miles per hour. It holds the world record for going from 0 to 249 miles per hour and back to 0 in just 27.83 seconds. That last number. Think about it. This car can stop itself from 250 miles per hour in under 28 seconds. The engineering required to do that is almost incomprehensible. Now here's what breaks my heart a little. And I mean that. When we talk about cars like this existing on American roads, legally registered, legally titled, we have to ask ourselves a real question about what it means to have laws in a country where technology has sprinted past enforcement. There are towns in America where a single traffic light serves the whole community, where the police department is 3 officers and 2 patrol cars, where the fastest police vehicle is a Ford Explorer with 95,000 miles on it. What happens when a Koenigsegg rolls through that town and doesn't stop? The answer is nothing. There is nothing anyone can do. And number 1, the car that in September of 2025 officially became the fastest production car ever recorded on Earth. The Yangwang U9 Extreme, 4 electric motors, 3,000 horsepower combined, running on a 1,200-volt electrical system, official top speed, 308 miles per hour, recorded on a German runway, certified. This car is electric. It produces almost no sound, it produces almost no emissions, and it travels at 308 miles per hour. You know what the most emotional part of this is for me? This car wasn't built in America. For generations, American muscle defined fast. The Dodge, the Chevy, the Ford. America built the cars that everyone else was trying to catch. We were the speed. We were the chase. And now, number 1 on this list is a Chinese electric hypercar. Street legal, untouchable. What does it mean to you that America's fastest police cars are being left behind, not just by foreign supercars, but by everyday EVs you can buy at a dealership? Does that change something in how you feel about the road, about safety, about what it means to be American in 2026? I'm asking because these aren't just car questions. They're questions about who we are. I want to be honest with you before we close out. This video isn't really about cars. It's about a gap, a widening gap between what technology can do and what our systems, our governments, our police departments, our laws are built to handle. The men and women in those patrol cars, they show up every single day. They strap on a vest. They climb into a Ford Explorer with 148 miles per hour on the ceiling. And they are asked to protect communities from vehicles that physics simply will not allow them to catch. That's not their failure. That's our failure as a society to have an honest conversation about what's happening on our roads. Some of these cars are driven by good people who just love speed. Some of them aren't. And right now, today, the difference between those 2 groups is almost impossible to police. So the real question isn't which car can outrun a cop. The real question is, what are we going to do about it? That's the top 10. And if this video made you think, if it made you feel something, then we did our job. Hit subscribe right now, because this is just the beginning. Next week, we're going inside the police departments that are fighting back, and the new technology they're using to level the playing field. You do not want to miss that. Drop your answer to any of those 8 questions in the comments. I read everything. I respond to as many as I can. Share this video with someone who needs to see it, and I'll see you in the next one. Drive safe out there.